Well and welcome, family, to another special message from the Ancient Ones. My name is Dr. Mumbi Saraki. How you doing? How's everything going? I really do pray that you are well in all your ways and that you're moving into living life truly on your own terms. We really want to thank our spiritual team, everyone that supports us with their prayers, with their love. Special shout out to our Patreon family. Thank you so much for supporting us financially so that we're able to do this show. And just for everyone, man, who's always sending us good vibes. We appreciate love each and every one of you, family. Today, the main message that I've been getting, and I've been getting this even for myself, is that we need to toughen up. Literally, that's what the Ancient Ones want us to do. They want us to toughen up. They're saying the season where we're shocked at the diabolical things that friends, family, acquaintances, even strangers have tried to do to us or have executed in our lives. That season is done. And, the thing that put us most in harm's way was our good nature. The thing that made us a massive target for the enemy was our kind heart, our big heart, and just being too nice. And, this world, family, when someone thinks you're nice, they think you're naive, and that's not what it is. Because we've come from a consciousness, and this is really for the chosen ones, the ones who know they've been here over and over and over again. And as much as they were invited here by Mother Earth, they also chose to come and offer their vibration, their life force, their skills to the ascension and raising of vibration of Mama Earth. So we were coming from worlds where crime doesn't exist, rape doesn't exist, racism doesn't exist, homicide and all these things don't exist, poverty doesn't exist, starvation doesn't exist, lack doesn't exist. And if you look, some of the elevated societies, some of our ancient nations, like the Agikoyo nation where I'm from, there's certain words that I've told you guys this so many times, I know, sorry, but let me just use it again to re-emphasize. There's certain words that don't exist in our language because it was not our reality for our people, so our people didn't need a word for it. Rape, sodomy, homosexuality, all these things didn't exist. And if they ever came, if there was ever that anomaly in anyone, literally, our ancestors didn't play. Those people were taken out. They were, if a thief was born in your family, you and their family would be kicked out of that village. And news would be spread around of just exactly what you were done and just exactly the kind of people your family was. That's why these dark wizards and what we call morogis, the dark wizards and witches had to hide in the forest somewhere. They could never live amongst the people. And that's why, like, when you move to a village or somewhere here in Kenya, that system, or in different parts of Africa, that system of justice still exists. Like, literally, people could leave their doors open because everyone is seeing everyone. So if someone tries to take your chicken, there'll be like 5 people that see you. I remember, I'm not going to give too many stories, but basically, because I really need to just flesh out the message. So basically, family, you need to stop being so nice. The reason you've encountered such demons in your life and they either tried to take advantage of you or they were successful in temporarily taking advantage of you was because you was too nice. And it was allowed to happen to you so you could start to grow a thick skin. And if you are an empath, family, you'll understand what I've said, where family members and even friends have always told you, stop being so nice, stop being so naive, because they think being nice is naive. But you see, family, some of us have not ever encountered these kind of situations. We don't know that humans can be so diabolical. Duality is a whole trip, family. And you see, our family, our experience, our narcissistic relationships, all those people that took advantage of us was to teach us. It was allowed to happen to us in order to teach us to move away from those kind of toxic people, toxic situations. Because you'll notice, family, once you've dealt with one or two wicked people, there's a certain signature that all of them have, and you'll start to spot it. Like, even the minute someone opens their mouth, you'll already know, oh my gosh, that's like so and so. Or that's like this guy who did this. I mean, it will just pop in. You start to recognize the different colors of evil, or the different phases of evil, family, the different shades of evil. And now it's like the ancient ones want us to move out of that space of being, oh my God, this happened to me, woe is me, and all of that, and just be practical, to use this information to now, script our next, where we will no longer allow such people in our lives, where we'll be more discerning. We're not going to become like them, because all we have to do is reflect their darkness back to them, and it eats them up alive. So we don't need to grovel in the freaking dirt with them. But we need to keep a healthy distance from them, return to sender all the nonsense they're doing, and cut them short, and realize that we have a greater power than them. They have fear, they have intimidation, they're forceful, they're arrogant, they're pushy. And they like to override our will, even for our own lives. Argue over our own decisions. Who we want to love, what we want to do, who we want to be. Is like, they want to impose that. And so we, as an empathic people, as two nice people, have to get comfortable with saying no. We have to get comfortable with our word. We have to set boundaries and learn to stick by boundaries, and not allow anyone to bulldoze over those boundaries, or to bulldoze us in terms of our personality, in terms of our energy, in terms of our space. And no one is entitled to be in your life, family. Just because you were friends with someone or you were talking to them, if you feel like their energy doesn't match yours, they're not entitled to be in your life. You can change the people in your life at any time. There are those that you will realize are a soul family, and you see, with family, you never have to change your soul family, because they're coming in, they're a mirror to you, so they're coming in acting correct already. Learn to say no. Learn to call people out. And learn to not give anyone access. Like for me, if you're an acquaintance and you're going through some serious issues in your life, I'm going to take a step back, because that's your karma, that's your lesson. I'm in such a sensitive place in my life that I have to concentrate on the foundation that I'm building. But I'll pray for you, I'll send you good vibes, but I'm not going to sit there every day listening an hour or two to your issues. And those are the things that the ancient ones want you to learn, that your spiritual team wants you to now grasp. It's time to do some adulting, family. Don't allow someone to diarrhea in your ear or to vomit in your ear. They find you full of energy, feeling great. They vomit into your life all their negative things. They don't really care about your opinion. They don't really want to change. They just want to get rid of that heavy energy. And by the end of that conversation, you should now start to be very sensitive about the people you're letting in. At the end of that conversation, how do you feel? If it was an energy vampire, you'll feel tired, you'll feel sleepy, you'll feel drained, you'll feel thirsty. You'll feel like you have issues in your own life when everything is going great in your life. And they'll be like, oh my God, I feel so much better. Okay, so see you soon. There's someone who's been doing that. I'm like, I did it once, I did it twice. Nah, man, I ain't got time for all that. Where I was there, I gave a compassionate hearing. I brought, gifts of love, and they're still stuck in their rut. There's no time for us to do that, family. No, 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 no. Because people have been using you as a dumping site and as a generator. And you see, you came into this world with an elevated amount of energy. You came in with more above average energy than most people, above average consciousness than most people, because there's things you need to do. And what they try to do, even the Hollywoods of this world, family, what they do by creating stars is like maybe Beyonce, like for example, had a massive destiny to uplift her people and be really a massive like feminine goddess in a positive way in this season. But Hollywood or whatever, the music industry came, took that star and used it for her hit, her music, her hit singles and everything. But she's literally a prisoner. She can't come out and give us her opinion. She can't come out and say what she really feels. And like now she's been made this idol and this star. And they're using her energy. What they do is they see you're a star, so they use your energy before your time. So that when it comes time for you to really enter in your destiny, you don't have any more energy. So family, this is a season where you have to toughen up. Enough crying over what people did. Now it's time to take that lesson, suck it up, and this is for me as well. And take what you've learned, even be grateful for them, and burn into your memory the lessons you've learned about the kind of energy that narcissists come with, the kind of energy that murderers move with, the kind of energy that wizards, because even those dark wizards, the Murohis, the witches, the ones who use graveyard magic and blood magic, they come with a vibe. And it's almost they'll come and like hypnotize you, and then they'll come with their vibe. So don't always want to give your good nature. Learn how to masquerade, because that's what this world is. Not everyone needs to see who you are. Some of us in the front lines, we don't have a choice, so we're just, because we're in the front lines, this is a battlefield. But as you move around, family, some people should know who you are and some don't need to. Some will feel it, because some you'll trigger their demons. You'll trigger the negative entities that move with them, that whisper in their ear. That's why as chosen ones, I don't know if you've ever had this experience where you've walked into like a bus or a train or into like a park or something, and there was like a homeless man and they went totally nuts just because of your presence. Like they went totally crazy and started acting up. I don't know, it may just be me, but I know some people have gone through that. But toughen up. Don't be a fool no more. Don't be too nice to the wrong people. Reserve that for the right people. And you see, the Most High doesn't want you to change who you are, but change how you operate and how you move. Start to move with that wisdom, because imagine, you've already got love locked down. You already know how to operate in the highest consciousness. And the blessing your families and the wicked ones who came into your life have given you is now you can walk in the darkness without changing your light. That is a powerful, powerful place. Like I can deal with you as a demon. I can deal with you as a devil, and I remain an angel. Like I don't even get my fingers dirty, but I will do twice as much damage to you as you were trying to do to me, because when I'm returning to sender, I'm using a whole other energy. You don't even have that energy to send that to me. So I'm sending it back like 100-fold. I ain't joking. We're killing flies with hammers out here. Toughen up, family. Be tough with that love. Don't be too nice. And if you're unsure, ask your spiritual team whether people are who they really are. What is the motive of people in your life? Ask your spiritual team that. The best time to ask such questions is just before you fall asleep. Because in that sleep, in that stillness, is usually where you'll get your answer. Don't assume anything about anyone. Remember how much you've assumed and how it's almost cost you your life. Because I remember I had a discussion with someone about the dark wizard. You know, when I was even trying to break free when I was still in Yanyuki Bauman Zion. And, you know, the Watus, as we call them here, the normal people were looking at me like, how are you such an idiot? Like, how can you be so naive to fall for that storyline? And I know you guys have heard that as well. And it's not. But it's like, I didn't listen. Yes, I was given that good nature, but I didn't listen to all the warnings the Spirit was giving me. And we can't move like that anymore. We absolutely can't. That will, you know, because before it was life and death, but we were in another level. We were dealing with people who couldn't take us out. Now we're all coming up for the system, family, and the system is merciless, which is why we just went through that. Toughen up. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Until next time, tuko pamoja. Looking for a conscious community or for people, you know, who are on their awakening journey, on their transition to an off-grid living in your country, well, we have the solution, family. We're calling it Unity Communities. We get so many emails every week from people who ask if I know of people in their region or people in their city or people in their town who are on a similar kind of journey, who have broken away or are breaking away from the religious psychosis, and they're looking for just people who think the same way in their town, in their city. But more importantly, to give us a community where we feel understood, understood, overstood, where we can bond with people of like mind. And if you feel called to be part of this, definitely email me at drmumbi at drmumbishow.com. Please put your country in the subject line with Unity Communities. Get in touch with me, drmumbi at drmumbishow.com. Unity Communities.